is Andy Houghton. He, of course, is there at the rear of the field. But looks as though we've got a relatively full grid here, Keith, for the final Powerbike race of the day.
Yeah, I reckon we're going to see that missile of Mr. Creasy's take off from the third place on the grid. We'll wait and see, away we go, and sure enough, Creasy hooks that thing up. Wow, that thing actually flies off the line, doesn't it? And you'll notice, children, he wasn't actually using the rev limiter or bouncing it off the rev limiter to get it off the line. He's actually using skill to get it off the line, rather than relying on the electric. So we're talking about how some of the kids on the 400s there laying it on the rev limiter. It's basically all very MotoGP. I think they've been playing with the simulators game a little bit too much. Maybe a bit of a reality check to actually get the bike off the line properly. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about what's happening at Palmer, because that's exactly where the bikes are at the moment. If you can just see leading the way, mate.
Morgan Creasy was leading the way, but Kieran Smith just littered at the inside there. But the power of the Honda, even from Palmer's into Agostini, sees Morgan Creasy retake the race lead then. So the lead has changed twice already on the still on the fourth corner here at Snetterton 300. It's Creasy from Kieran Smith. There goes Stephen Butterworth ahead of Pete Baker's there in fifth position.
Yeah.
So it's his final race here at Snetterton for Pete Baker, of course, a multiple champion of various different clubs on different bikes over the previous 3 decades or so.
Right, Creasy goes defensive into Oggies there, but Smith doesn't care. Smith seems to have that particular corner so sus, doesn't he? Just goes round the outside of Morgan this time. Morgan must be just chomping at the bit. How are you doing that? That little Suzuki really flies around there, but then Morgan just opens and taps up a little bit. And the Fireblade lives up to its name and reputation as being a weapon in a straight line, doesn't it? Beautifully there. No better illustrated than watching it. It's like he's shifting up a gear and the others are just staying where they are.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we spoke to him yesterday, of course, as I mentioned over the lunch break. He said that earlier on in the week, in fact, at the end of the first race, he said that it's 4 or 5 big ones after. But what he's still got to be on the bike and riding, and haven't you? Steve Butterworth obviously goes a long way around from Morgan Creasy. We did see it earlier on today. Butterworth doing 2 for the price of 1, but this time around he goes from second up into the race lead section. Butterworth, right to the 99, then Yamaha R1. There goes the power of the Honda, and Morgan Creasy leads by around about 10 bike lengths as we go into Richie's then. So it just goes to show the power, the development between those machines over the 10 years that separates them when they were released. But Creasy now leads the way as we go from Richie's in towards Wilson this time around. This will be the first of the flying lap then, but Butterworth seems to be so strong on the infield, and Morgan Creasy perhaps the sort of few lessons learned there around the Oggies section. But the round now in towards turn 3, the left-hander in front of the banking, and it is the man from Spalding on bike number 80, Morgan Creasy, who leads the way.
Just. Butterworth got other ideas on that, and obviously Smith is waiting to pick up any pieces. Interesting, I just realised, looking at the previous results, mate, that actually all 3 of these top guys have won a race, and nobody's actually done the double yet. All Baker getting past there very slow, must have missed a gear coming out of Agostini's there, I reckon. That's relegated him. Tell you who else has impressed me once again is Dan Chamberlain. He came across the line ahead of Pete Baker. I think that's who must have just nailed Baker back again round the back there.
Yeah, just have a look there. As I mentioned, Morgan not the best in the Oggies. Williams section, and it goes to show that Kieran Smith can just put it around the outside in towards Oggies. So a great move there for Kieran Smith on bike number 5. But here comes the power of the Honda once again. In fact, he's not quite close enough to make a challenge there. Maybe into the braking zone, but he was a little way back there, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. It's like he was the nice hook top gear. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened there. He said he won't play.
That's weirdly, it's Kieran Smith who's got fastest into third second, so it's not weird. Sorry, I was just thinking that was Creasy's third. No, it was Lewis Creasy actually slow there. It's slower than Butterworth, but 6 seconds slower than Smith. So that's the pace out there as we come round to ahead of Smith, it's ahead of Creasy. Oh no, but Smith holds on to it this time through Richie. Lots of power, pulls them alongside, but it's not quite enough to get the time to play power. And Chamberlain holds on. Thomas, Bates, Mansell, Houghton. Very nice from the back of the grid there to be 60 points overall. Dan Mercer's going backwards by a couple of places. Be interesting trying to work the points out after this race.
Because think there might be a couple of people who are going to be crowned champions today who we will probably miss actually, because there's lots of chopping and changing throughout all the fields, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely, but in the meantime, I think Kieran Smith had a little bit of error in the lead front wheel, but this is where Kieran Smith is really strong. I think a little bit strong. Oh boy, a little bit wide there on the exit Hamilton, and Kieran Smith takes the race lead there. He's a little bit wide, no, he's not, so he holds it on and go around Boggy and on towards Williams, but well, they'll both know that that Honda will be super clear of tyres to go down the back straight there.
I don't know, we'll wait and see. I did wonder if that's going to be the case once again. We'll see, because Butterworth there, a little bit of a mistake. You're not allowed to make mistakes here. Oh, Kieran Smith well away there. Yeah, you're right. There goes the Honda power once again over the Yamaha. Yeah, the Yamaha, well, it's such a slow bike, really, aren't they, Bradley?
Yeah, I think that's why they get one.
yeah, absolutely.
It's funny, my SH Honda's not quite sensible to those guys. Why not? I'm going to take it back to warranty.
Not good purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, round car will take up then. Is that Kieran Smith, isn't it? Aaron Rover here. What's interesting, it's been over 10 years between these bikes. So it's 2001 bike leads around about 2007 bike, and then 2020 bike in its third place. So it just goes to show that there's not
separated by less than a second as well. Fantastic stuff. Particularly from Baker, there you go, cars on Chamberlain, and Wood just behind Chamberlain as well. He loves, he's pretty much alongside us. He loves to take that place, because that's points to the championship.
So Pete Baker leading the MRO Power.
Particularly, as you know, you're right, I would expect both Chamberlain and Wood to be featuring very strongly. And to be fair, what Dan Chamberlain do with the 750, this is
probably the power circuit that we go to at the end of the day. So for Dan to be doing so well in this championship, you've got to think it all goes well for Clubman next year. As those gang makes their way up, look how close they are through Hamilton's there. Baker knows he's got to fight to the death. This is the 65-year-old Pete Baker. He's got 5 more races, 4 more after this particular one. And what a great way to finish his last meeting at his home track. It looks as though he's going to make it 4 from 4 in his favourite powerbike class. He's been there for many years, and always at the sharp end. Many championships, many great trophies to his name, and he really is doing the business. Brilliant stuff.
Lovely doing exactly that. So the leading trio have disappeared off while we've just been watching that battle for 4th place. We are running out of laps. Very rapidly, of course, we'll try to cross the line this time. 4 laps in, 3 to go.
All three just moving a few steps here and there as you go around the far end of the circuit there. But what's now getting on the rear wheel of Kieran Smith. And Steve Footwood, we've seen it in the previous 2 races, that it all comes down to the flat there.
What is our Clubman lap record around here, mate?
The 155.2 from Mark Bridger 5 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, I better have a quick look at the lap record. I tell you what, we've got a lovely lap record with Steve Butterworth there, mate.
Just realised, because, wow, and then that becomes it with. I guess not really. And Steve Butterworth has been on that sort of pace all weekend, very, very frantic between the pair of them.
So the leader's already down in towards Brundles and Nelson at the moment, and Pete Baker holds on the 4th place overall and 3rd in the MRO Power at this stage. Now Aaron Collins was having a good ride earlier on today as well.
afterwards, and Smith once again 3/10 of a second separating, and obviously next time round they're going to get the hurry up flag. Now we've seen this several times, of course, in the ultra races, haven't we? And it generally worked out in favour of Stephen Butterworth, but you wonder if Kieran Smith has learned those lessons from the past, and if he might be able to take the battle to him this time round, don't you, Bradley?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They were watching the go around the ball, the top end of Williams onto the back of the track, but yeah, Stephen Butterworth seems to be a bit of a maestro on the last lap.
Yeah, fastest times on the last lap, he really seems to be able to control his tyres despite. And he said he's been racing on scrubs all week, so clearly he gets on well with a warm tyre as well. Whereas some of these guys are chucking a set of rubber in every single race. I think Mr. Butler was trying to save some enough money to cycle surely. Sean into all the home, and I did promise Steve when I saw him just between the lunch break, I promised hello to Ron and Leo and Kiva, and now they're in all Wolverhampton, so hi kids again. To Murray's will be last time, still Steve Butterworth. Across the action, there's still Butterworth leading by 0.04 of a second. They go into Richard Butterworth. Blake is still leading the next group. Battle, but I think we've got to keep an eye on this lead. Bradley, they just steered down to Wilson.
Behind us, they anchor up for the tight corner, they come out of the corner, still Butterworth there, just only by 5 lengths or 2 from Smith, creasing down this one, no offence, all good, we're going to get about you as the leaders go up. He's looking at the inside of Butterworth, there's not a lot between these two bikes, you know, at the top end, he doesn't quite get past as they go into Williams onto the back straight, they disappear out of their sight behind the arm cars, they're so hard cranked over, we'll pick them up as they're tucked in on the straight line, it is Butterworth who's leading, and they yell after a little bit more of the top end, as it just pulls away a couple of bike lengths despite the slipstream, so that's great news for Butterworth, looks like he's some Andrews already, very impressive medal collection.
So Atkins coming over the whole of polishing to be done, and they go down the bottom, they're going to hook their way out of Nelson's there, up towards the very fast Corum's corner, and I have to say Butterworth looking pretty safe there, isn't he? Really sort of half a dozen or so bike lengths, and that is pretty much as big a gap as we've seen. It's got to navigate its way around one more corner, open the tap one more time with a very fast straight line. Here it comes. Notice celebration with the still excellent race in as well. When she comes across the line. Overall ahead of Aaron Collins. Still Hurstness will claim third of the rookies once again. Thomas Vincent Houghton into 13th place at this stage, and very good ride. It's moving up there. Here goes Thomas Houghton, finishes in 13th place against Simon Gates and Barrett Mantel. Unfortunately, after 2 laps, not quite sure what happened with Dan. So maybe recovery 2 is going to have to front block.